Hey, how's it going? So, today is a new day. And I'm still stained with fountain pen ink. As you can see. I'm taking a break from nail polish, as it were. Anyway, that's a digression right from the jump. But, I picked 5 colors. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And let's just do dots, shall we? 1. And I keep them right on my lamp. I probably shouldn't, but it is what it is. And works out nicely. That way I don't forget to, because it's like right up in my face. And I think you guys are going to like this. Especially all you autumn lovers out there like me. Obsessed. So, fall is in the air. It's coming. Ow! That hurt. And you can't see that I have them over here. But anyway. So I like to get these on the tops. I keep my fountain pen ink in drawers from Michaels. That's just what works out for me storage wise, because I have a ton of them. Let's just put it to you that way. And I have a lot of art supplies, as it turns out, so I keep a lot of things in there, and I have a variety of storage in my studio. One day I'll show you, but my project table is loaded. And anyway, so I like to protect it like I do my essential oil from the light. So I would think it would change and alter the color if you have it in the light. I do live in the woods, not the backwoods. I'm in the DC burbs, everybody. So, but it is a forest. I mean, at night, you should hear all the creatures that are out there. But anyway, I do have 1, 2, 3 windows in here, and there's one huge window right behind me. So, I do get a lot of light in here. So, that's why I want to keep it in the drawers in general. So, anyway, here we go. I have citrus ice. I have golden sands. And I haven't shaken anything yet, so. And I've never tried any of these 3. And this one is Cocoa Shimmer. It's actually called Shimmer. It's Diamine Shimmer ink called Cocoa Shimmer. How's that? And then I have the 2 inks that started this whole thing with Diamine from the beginning. I have Caramel Sparkle and I have Brandy Dazzle. These 2 are the ones that I tried first years ago now, before YouTube, I do believe. And that's what started it all, are those 2. And I think these colors are going to turn out lovely. So I have all my usual suspects. The coloring testing papers. I have 5 of those. And I mentioned in a different video that Yoseka Stationery has other ones that some come in a red box and some come in a blue box that are stamped with lines, if you prefer, and there's an ink bottle. Now, I already have stamps of ink bottles and whatnot if I wanted to do it that way, but I was just trying to make it easy for myself. But those are pre-stamped. They also have a stamp that's self-inking that you can stamp with whatever paper you prefer to use, because I was initially going to do this, my papers, and cut them out, because I have a roll of Archie's watercolor. I have 2 rolls of Archie's watercolor. One's rough and one's smooth. So I was going to cut them out. And that was going to take a hot minute. So when I found these, I was like, and I had heard about these, but I was just like, you know, still not sold on it. But they fit in this Traveler's Company card file. And that's why I decided to go ahead and do it. So, that's that. Now I'll just back these beauties off a little to give me some room. And I have water and just, actually, that needs to be fixed. These right here, can you see that? Let me bring it up a wee bit. I'm scantily clad, you guys. So I don't want anything to show. Okay. It's my house. I mean, seriously. But anyway. That's a story for another day. Okay, so I'm just going to pour some of this water into here. This is bottle number 1, bottle number 2, and bottle number 3. It's over here. But I just have this because what I was going to say in my other video, but I didn't mention it. I have soapy water in this, and yes, I mentioned that part. But if I'm just going to fill a pen and do 1 ink swatch, I'll just go with this because it's plastic, and if I drop it, it's not going to shatter, you know. And I have this thing sitting around the house. I make paper flowers, and I have a ton of these, so I just used one of those instead. Now, I wish it was shorter and more squat, just for stability purposes, but I just put it right here, and when I'm not using it, I have it right there, and I have this in here with soapy water. So that's my setup in case you've never seen any of my videos. And I have my automatic pen. Another thing you can use are parallel pens, Mitchell Witch pens. Let's see it in the shot. They're there. And whatever. So I picked out 5 paintbrushes, and these are just cheapo ones that I use for this because you're painting a card. It doesn't have to be like perfect. And if this is all that you have, who cares? It's fine. Doesn't have to be a Kolinsky brush. Although I do have a bunch of those. Yep. I got them in the 90s. I've never shown them. I don't know if I've ever spoken of that before, but anyway. I also have a pipette. And I have a small Jacques Herbin glass dip pen. I also sometimes will use this. This is a regular fountain pen and a glass fountain pen, dip pen. But it's just more to clean because you can take that off, obviously. So I like this, that it has a cap. But since it's hooked up that way, it's more to clean. And I want efficiency and simplicity because I enjoy doing this. I want the cleanup easy. So this is so easy to clean because it's just one piece of glass. So, but I don't have a special place that I figured out where to keep it. Because I don't want it to break. But what? That's a story for a different day, right, guys? You know it. So I also put down the same papers. I always use them because it makes cleanup easy. Now this mat right here is on top of my Martha Stewart scoring board that I just leave on my desk. And this wipes clean, but still, I don't have to clean this up off of paper here. And this is just Hammer Mill copy paper. And I can use it again. So I'm just going to leave it like that. So I have 4 papers and 2 cut ones. So if I need to spread them out, I can, and I will. All right. Then I have my Enigma. And I like the Enigma, I do have to say. And we're filling her up. We have... Oh, Lord. You know what I forgot to do? I forgot to make new lines. So, I'm going to bust out this ruler. Right here. Anyone else have serious work? You can always have a good time at work, even if it's serious after the cute phase, anyway. But, I like to joke around and cut up, as they say. Cut up, you know? But I forgot to do the lines, so I have ink all over this desk. You should see it. And this desk, by the way, is also a Martha Stewart desk. And it's a triangle shape. So I can face my TV over there, which is huge. And then I can also look out of the window, which, yes, I like nature. So, and we have the lake right there. Or it's not a lake. I always want to call it a lake. I wish it was the ocean, but hey. That was before, right? Waking up to the waves. Can't beat that with a stick. But at least we have the Occoquan River right there. So that's rather sweet. I'm looking for that pesky little pen. I want the same pen. Did I move it? I must have. Okay, well, I have a ton of them. Well, several. So, we'll just bust this one out. But, anyway, so I like to make lines, and I think it's going to be easier to do since I can see the back of it, at least for this side. Now the question is should I skip a page? I don't want to. On this side, what will be written is the heart, the name, the cross-hatching grid, and the S roll on this portion. I think it's still legible. Let's just cross our fingers and go for it. You know, this is a Sharpie pen. I should have got the clicker one, but what are you going to do? And I have a cheat sheet, which I should tape into this, or write in a key on this little cloud. So that way it's all... Whoa, Daddy! Almost dropped a bottle of ink. Could have been kaput, because I have hardwood floors. That was a close call. Oh, I can just use this side. Once I get these lines done, I can just, can you see me? Follow over from there. So what I'm going to do is I'm definitely going to have to make a key and put it in here with this. I'm going to make my lines, and then I'll return. Okay, so that worked out rather nicely, and obviously it was super easy here, and then I just followed along from here all the way over there, and I used this handy dandy ruler from Jet Pens. Also, the parallel pens that, let me just show you one in case you've never seen one. I have one handy. Where is it? Oh, and these are the other pens that I can show you too. These, off of Amazon. You can just use those to do your swatch if that's what you want to do. And then I have the parallel pens. Where did we go? Internationally. It's a little Butch Elamano, for those of you who don't know. Anyway, I'm full of angst today, or like shenanigans, as it were. But whatever. It is what it is. Here are the parallel pens. Okay? In case you're not familiar, Amazon ships free. So, I'll show you one. This one is 3.8 millimeter. You see the little finial on the tippy top there? Focus. Focus. Can you focus? I'm in the medical field, so we wash our hands like mega. I have to buy soap all the time. Anyway, there you go. You can use the parallel pen to do it too, and there's free shipping. So, see what I mean? Comparing the two. Okay. Then these are also, I got off Amazon. They're $10, so. And then, my fine friends, in case you didn't see, paper and ink arts. All the automatic pens. And I think this one here is the biggest one. See that bad boy? And then there's a set of 5 of the Mitchell Witch pens. See that? Same type of deal. So any of those would work. Also, you know. So, but I'm gonna just use my designated one, 3A. That's the one I like to use. And just go from there. So we're going to do first the citrus ice. Sweet. Sweet. Okay. Put my ruler back. Now, let's see how this will disperse. Do I need to shake it, or can I just turn it? And by the way, that's a good sound, isn't it? It's gonna have to be shaken. Look at that, but whoa. You have to put a little muscle into it. Okay. And now it's shaken. And it looks like lava. I mean, well, it needs more red for lava, but like the way it's flowing. Unfortunately, I do know what that looks like. I remember on the news when I lived in Hawaii seeing that and just, oh my goodness. I just couldn't believe it ate the whole town. Like, on the Big Island, I think it was. And I just could not believe that was the first time I'd ever seen anything like that. You know, and Hawaii is it's the most expensive place I've ever lived. More expensive than New York. I've never lived there, but it's more expensive than New York. I remember cornflakes were $9 a box in the 90s, 80s, 90s. So that should tell you a little something. But yeah, so people were displaced. That was like crazy. But anyway, it looks like lava. Now, if I was smart, I would do it on the same side, but then my book would be different. So, being stubborn about it, I'm just gonna straighten you out. I'm gonna just do it over here. What was my count? I think I do 12 across. Let's see. Yeah. 5 down and 12 for the dot 12 for the sample. Alrighty. I'm glad I wrote that. Now I'm going to get my little Hello Kitty pencil and mark the 12 spot. This is an Uni Cortoga pencil. It's the Hello Kitty one. This is my Melody. Just in case we have any of you Hello Kitty girls like me out there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I guess it's only 4 down. Oh, okay. That part was for making the rose. Okay, but for sure that's 12. Huh? I think. Whatever. It doesn't really matter. I'm going to do my best to keep it uniform, and if it isn't, sue me, you know? So, citrus ice. So I'll show you one and the rest I will speed up because no one wants to hear me ramble. Well, some people do. You know who you are. Because you requested me to talk about the pen or the ink. But this is real life, you know. I don't, like, make notes or anything. I just go in and do. And there's nothing wrong with making notes if that's how you do it, but that's not how I do it. Now, I'm dipping quite a bit. There we go. So, for this particular pen, it works better with this part down here on this side, facing this way, because the teeth are down here. Teeth? So you want the teeth on your paper. Ultra satisfying. There we go. Now, God only knows what it looks like on the other side. But I can't flip it over to peak because it's wet and it'll, like, drip everywhere. Like my first sample that I did. So then I like to wipe off my pen because I can use this in my art journal. And I don't want to waste the beautiful color. Then go in this pool and then in this pool. And then I dry it and clean it again over here off camera with a wipe. A reusable wipe. A washcloth. If you want to know, that's how I do it. Then I have my dip pen. And we're going to attempt this. I hope I can see over it because that's orange too. Let's see. Make my heart. Because I'm a lover, not a fighter. Make my little heart. Is that corny or what? I'm just being goofy. And then Diamine. Okay, I can see it. Now, I don't know if you can because... Maybe you can now. Diamine. Shimmer. So I can see it over that sample just fine and dandy. It's not ideal, but it is what it is. This is called Citrus Ice. Cooks. Okay, and then cross hatching. I'm going to dip again so I can get a nice one. 2, 3, 4. And then a beautiful S roll, dipping first. Whoop! Okay, I'm officially inked up. See? And then I put this to the side. I'm going to have to go over here because I have tons of ink over there. Oh, please don't. Please don't, like, go anywhere. And then have this. I'm going to flip that over. I'll flip this over because the shimmery stuff will get on the card, it turns out. As it turns out. Uh-oh. I want you to be able to see the ink bottle. Can you see it? Yeah, okay. Alright, so Diamine Shimmer. And this is Citrus Ice. I would love to do all of them in one shebang, but, like, come on. It would take hours to do that. You don't realize how long a thing takes until you do it yourself. You know? But let me tell you, from my experience doing this, this will take an hour just to do the 5 samples. Because I'm doing a few different types of things here. You know? So, it takes time. Okay, that's roll done. I'm very inky. I'm off today. Yay! So, although I do love my work. But, I also love playing with these pens. And the ink. So, it's nice to have some time for myself. I always put everybody above me. Always have. So, it's way, like, decades past due for me to take care of and do things I want to do, which I never do. So, I am doing this. Okay. And then I like to, this paint this paper rather absorbs the ink. So you need quite a bit as far as I'm concerned. I like doing a very saturated sample. And then more. Because sometimes the color looks different if you do this. So I'm going heavy-handed in here now. Alright, and then excess goes here. And then am done with the paintbrush. So I go into both and then I leave it in soapy water. And I won't leave that all the way in. I mean, I won't leave that except for just during this video, because this will come apart if you do. So you actually, I have a lot of soapy water in there, but I get it all over my hand, so it gets on the brush. So after this video, immediately I go in to the powder room and I wash, and then I rinse everything. And then I let them dry flat, so. Okay, so I forgot to do the lid. So I'm going to just do it like this, hopefully, with my little pipette. As I hold my breath. Okay. Alrighty now. So, there's that one. And here we go. Pipette action. And this splashes. The higher up you hold your pipette. So just be ready for that. Oops. And then right away I go into my cleaning water because it'll stain it. And then my second bottle, and I just put that in there. And then we're good. Okay, so what I'll do is the rest I will set to music or speed up. And then I'll see you folks in a little bit, and I hope you enjoy it, and then I'll come back and go over the colors to show you. Yay. See, it took a half hour just to do that little bit. Okay. All right. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in a little bit. of editing, as it were. Okay, so I want to show you the results of my labor here. My hobby labor, as it were, you know, as if, right? Let's be real. Okay, first up, we have contestant number 1, and this beauty is called Citrus Ice. So let's look at the swatch. Extreme close-up. It's that top one. And I can read over that lead through from the other page, and this is my book, so I'm okay with that. It's a beautiful, beautiful orange ink with dark orange throughout, and even little bits of silver sparkle. Let me hold that up again so you can see it. Maybe, there it is. See it? So, wow. You just never know what you're going to get. Here is the color ring swatch. I wasn't able to capture any silver in this, but it looks good. It just depends, because I didn't shake the bottle a second time when I did this or this, but I did with this one, and that's why the silver showed up. So here is the pipette. So that's, again, why I like to do different samples, types of the same ink. Does it for me. Isn't that pretty? So cute. Another good color for fall. Pumpkins. It's sweater weather for sure. Okay. Then we have another beauty. Now I'm partial to the Diamine Shimmer inks because that's what I started out with. So here we have Diamine Shimmer in Golden Sands. And incidentally, when I was a kid, growing up here in Virginia, my parents used to take us to Ocean City, Maryland, and it's about a 3.5-hour drive. And we would stay at the Golden Sands for 2 weeks, or the Capri for 2 weeks, which are high rises on the beach. I have no idea if they're still there, and I have to look that up. But that's where we would always stay, and it's right on the beach, so it's nice. And sometimes we would also go to the Outer Banks too. We'd rent a house right on the beach. So anyway, the Golden Sands. It's beautiful. It's brown with a deep brown and a lot of gold and silver undertones. Perhaps you can see that here in the corner. Silver. It's beautiful. And here is the other side with the pipette. And then here it is on the Tomoe River paper. So pretty. So shiny. Let's get right up close and personal, shall we? Invade the personal space of the camera. Okay, but seriously, it's so pretty. And it really shines magnificently on the Tomoe River paper, I have to say. Beautiful. And then next, and that would be this one. So this one is Citrus Ice. This one is Golden Sands. And next I want to do Cocoa Shimmer. They're all Diamine Shimmers, and this is actually called Cocoa Shimmer. So here it is. Let's do a comparison like this. Diamine Shimmer, Cocoa Shimmer. See that? Pretty, right? Look at all the bronze that you can really see in this sample on the Tomoe River. There you go. Beautiful. It's a nice deep brown color. Even some hints of black shimmer. Definitely the bronzing shimmer. Pretty. Okay, and then next we have where I began with these last two. These are the first two Diamine brand of ink. The Diamine, and I just so happened to choose the Shimmer line right from the get-go. And these are the two that I chose. Hold on to your hats, kids. Peanuts gang's gone mobile. You know who you are. And if you know me in person and you're a part of that gang, you know what I'm talking about. Oh, that's funny. But this is that good. Caramel Sparkle. Oh, Lord, that's pretty. A deep, deep orange. It has some undertones of gold in it, and burgundy. So it's like a burgundy orange with gold undertones. That's how I would describe it. So this is perfect for fall and for winter as far as I'm concerned, or any old time you want, because it's that pretty. And here it is in comparison with the swatch on the Tomoe River paper. This one. I sure do hope you can see that, folks. Look, beautiful. Okay. And then last but certainly not possible to be least is this one. And this is the Brandy Dazzle, which is my favorite. I couldn't choose, when I was buying these years ago, I couldn't choose between the Brandy Dazzle and the Caramel Sparkle, these last two. So I got both of them. Look how pretty. A nice deep burgundy color with very dark brown undertones and bronze undertones, as you can see from this sample using the pipette. Stunning, beautifully stunning. So here it is on the Tomoe River paper, and here's the sample. Quite lovely. Quite lovely. So out of all of these, this is probably, these two are top. Brandy Dazzle, Caramel Sparkle, and the Golden Sands. Because that's like Oker. And you know, if you've been watching my channel for a minute, I'm an Oker lover. Just am. I love that. That's it right here on this side. I can't choose. Oh my goodness. It is such a hard decision. But out of these three, which are my top tier, and I haven't even sampled all the inks, but I know out of all the ones I've sampled so far and looking in the bottles of all of them, these three are my top favorites. And then after that, it would be Red Luster and Dragon Blood. But if I could only have one ink to write with, oh my goodness, why am I doing this to myself? I mean, you know, it would be a toss between Golden Sands and Brandy Dazzle. I would say Golden Sands even. It's so pretty, but I don't know, Caramel Sparkle has a lot of depth to it too. That would be rough. I may have to just sneak all of them, all three of them. You know? I just love all of them. But, ooh, ooh, ooh! Yes! You want something to rock your world? These three, you know? If you knew me in person, you would know what a joker I am, but... So my friends, I'm sure, will be laughing, because they know what I'm thinking. my in-person friends. Anyway, I'm not going to even go there. Okay. Okay, I'll stop gushing. And then we have the Cocoa Shimmer. And we have the Citrus Ice. All of these colors are beautiful. But I'm just saying, what's your favorite out of these 5 or even just these 3? I think, I don't know, even the Caramel Sparkle. Whew, all of these 3. But I just have to probably say Golden Sands. Yeah. So, if you are so inclined and you want to share which one is your favorite color out of this bunch, I would love to know if you care to share. Comment down below. And that, my friends, is everything. I hope you have a very wonderful weekend and week ahead. And I hope this gives you inspiration to use your things. And I still haven't left the house except to go to work. You know. But since November of 2019. But, you know, I'm just overly cautious, so there's that little nugget. I just go to work and come back, you know. But anyway, if you're at home and you're being cautious, enjoy your ink and your pens and your planners and your art journal. And I hope this gives you inspiration to do just that. Have a good day. Peace out.